Welcome to the Investors Trading Academy event of the week. Each week, our staff of analysts and educators tries to provide you with a better understanding of a major market event scheduled soon that has an effect on the global markets. This video looks into the June 30th deadline for a Greek default or Grexit, or a save from the Eurogroup, which is less likely each day that passes. Angela Merkel, the German chancellor, has warned that every day counts as the window for Greece and its creditors to reach an agreement closes further. Greek coffers have been almost completely drained, and Athens is in desperate need of 7.2 billion euros in bailout aid, or it runs the risk of defaulting on its international debts and being unable to pay government salaries and pensions. But without an agreement with bailout creditors on a new raft of economic reforms, lenders will not release the rescue funding. Time is running out. June 14th was the last date German Finance Ministry can prepare legislation on a Greek bailout in order for a vote to be held before the Bundestag's June recess. If no deal is reached by then, the Bundestag would likely have to be called back for an emergency session, the next scheduled meeting of the Eurogroup of finance ministers. Officials believe this is the last possible date to agree a deal and still have enough time for Greece to legislate and implement new economic reforms and still receive funding before the bailout expires. The most critical deadline is June 30th. It's both the date Greece's EU bailout expires and when a bundled set of 4 loan repayments totaling 1.5 billion euros are due to the International Monetary Fund. Creditors could agree to extend the bailout a third time, but without any additional funds, Greece may still default on the IMF payment. The language of diplomacy tends to be highly nuanced. However, the language around Greece's debt program negotiations is becoming increasingly blunt. Greece has always insisted on a political rather than a technical negotiation of its debt servicing options, and over the last few weeks the country has played high-stakes poker in the hopes of raising the ante and forcing its negotiating counterparties into a corner of its making. Unfortunately, it's not worked, for the simple reason that Greece does not have a strong enough hand, and all its creditors know exactly which cards the country is holding. An impasse in the game has been reached.